Bonjour. By the time you see this video, don't know what time it'll be for you, but it's about early in the morning, quiet in the still before people get up for work, except for the early birders. They're getting up right now. I'm making this video because I see a lot of opportunities to make money, and I'm just going to talk about my struggles about it. It's not a problem, and I understand getting to doing something so you can be able to support yourself to get to another place, or until you be able to do what you want to do. And I saw this video about Tabitha Brown saying get a job. I talked to God about what he wants me to do, and I have disability, so I have some physical challenges, but I still do for myself every day. I own a business and I'm structuring a nonprofit. And the reason is because it has to have some kind of a purpose in impacting people. I can't just get on camera. Listen, I have so many skills. This is not a boast. I've been making jewelry, designing jewelry, teaching jewelry, and I can repair jewelry, so many things, but I choose to use those gifts to use in my nonprofit to structure and help people if they want to start that kind of a business. It wasn't really joyful to me to continuously sell the design of one product, but I did find joy in teaching, and I learned how to manufacture products and packaging them and stuff like that. And that gave me the knowledge to be able to encourage another disabled entrepreneur. I also have gifts in other areas, and one of those areas is theater. And although I have a degree in acting, I have so many more skills that I've learned. But one of the best things I learned from theater was the collaboration of others. And that's what I intend to use in leadership, whether if it's in my businesses or in my nonprofits. And so this is the thing that I find difficult sometimes, to get up every day. And I'm like, okay, Lord, I can do that. But something in me feels like I'm going to be distracted. And I already have stuff that can distract me. I already have me that can distract me. And I don't need any more distractions. Building businesses and infrastructures are difficult. It is challenging, especially if you're building a business that you haven't seen before. You don't have an example of what it looks like. You are taking things that you research, that you learn in these trials and errors that you have just experienced, or you just not throwing them together, but you strategically placing them in parts and to see if they're going to work. And believe me, you're going to fail. I was thinking about this the other day, and I've won a lot in my life, but I was thinking about, why am I so afraid to fail? And why am I afraid sometimes, this is the truth, to bet on myself, even with the complications of the things that I have to deal with my health, and the complications that I have to deal with healing and serving God and keeping him first and keeping our relationship intact. Because let's be honest, my heart wants that to be the goal, but my flesh, I have to fight it every day, especially against it, and the enemy who uses that as a door to try to come in and infiltrate my territory. And I'm wondering how I'm going to keep it all together, but I know I'm going to trust in him. But the thing is that I thought about it the other day, and I said, I have failed so much, But the failing is not bad. There was a term I'm just remembering is about failing forward. And when I think about building my businesses, when I think about building my nonprofits, in the things that I have seen, the things that I have experienced, and the why I'm doing it keeps me going. It keeps me going. And I talked to myself and I said, well, you've lost a lot before. It's a short story. In high school, I went to Willow Ridge High School in Houston, Texas. And I played on a softball team. And I was on varsity since I was in ninth grade. And I wouldn't necessarily say because I was always spectacular. I would say because I had trained my whole life to play. I had been playing t-ball and baseball since I was like, I think maybe 6, 7, 8 years old. I'm pretty sure it's about 6, 7. And 6, 7. No, I'm just kidding. Let me stop. But no, seriously though. And by the time I got to high school, listen, I was so buff. Okay? And I had so much endurance and so much training that I was amazing, especially around people who didn't have any experience. And so I failed a lot with my team. I didn't boast about my skills with my team, although there was some misunderstanding once. But anyway, it was exactly that. But I failed so much. I remember also, even when I played volleyball at that school, and our team was full of so many talented young ladies, but we failed a lot. I'm used to losing. I'm used to of people talking about me and telling me that I am not good, that I can't do it, that I suck. I'm talking about, listen, if you got siblings, my siblings used to chop us up. They used to come to my softball games to laugh at us. And I'm going to tell you one thing. I was good at every position. Wasn't so good at pitching, but I had to pitch sometimes. But the point is that people thought I was good because I was just talented, but it was because I had endurance. And I was doing things that other people were not doing and other things that other people weren't seeing. So on an off season, I would be training with my father and my mother. Me and my brothers didn't get a break. They didn't know why I had so much endurance because after practice, I had practice. I'm talking about I literally had a practice at school, and after practice I had to go practice with my family. If my siblings was in a sport, they was in their sport and they was playing. They had their practice with their team and I had mine with my team. But when we didn't have none of that, I had to run home. We had to run miles from South Post Oak to 16330 Bowie Ridge Lane, y'all. The point is that if you are trying to build something, of course, keep God first. And also understand endurance. You have to do something that nobody else is doing and they're not going to see it. Do not stop. Do not quit. No matter what. Keep going.